Oh, yeah. Good morning. Welcome to Unity of the South Sound. Don't you love how that sounds? Oh, the natural spotlight. It's shining on all of us. I see all of your faces shining. Does that always happen that way, though? I knew it. This time of the year, right? Well, I was driving down here, and it was so cloudy, it looked like night. And all of a sudden, I get close to the Tacoma Dome, and it was pure sun. So you have a rainbow and a, what's that? Sanctuary city, yeah. So this is, speaking of sanctuary, this is He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother. If you all know the harmony part, join in. The road is long with many winding turns that leads us to who knows where, who knows where. But I'm strong Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen Plummer. If Stephen looks a little lighter today, it's because they're on spring break, just finished the finals of the quarter, and Stephen is working towards a degree in family counseling, specializing in addiction, so that will be a great service to our community. And you have a beautiful, soulful voice, so thank you for sharing that with us this morning. We also want to thank our amazing music team. We have Cerny on piano. We have Arnie on bass. And Dave on drums. All making a vibrational difference in our service each week. Welcome to the light and love that is Unity of South Sound. My name is Anita Landry, and it's my joy to welcome you to our Sunday morning celebration service. We hold that you are not here by accident today, but by divine appointment. Unity provides a positive path for spiritual living. We teach inspiring, practical spirituality, something you will experience each Sunday lesson to enhance your personal journey of spiritual unfoldment. If you have any questions, concerns, or joys to share, please contact our office or visit our website at unityofsouthsound.org. At this time, we invite you to make sure that your cell phones are on silent. Now we invite you to relax, reconnect, and center in the truth of who we are. Will you please join me in saying our opening affirmation? There is only one presence and one power active in my life and in the universe: God, goodness, omnipotence. Our mission statement: inspired by the divine, as an inclusive spiritual community, we explore and express our highest potential. Our vision statement: present and centered in divine love, we co-create a peaceful and awakened world. And our core values: we are love, joy, abundance, spirit-guided. Now Reverend Megan will lead us in an opening prayer.
Good morning, everyone. So I see there's a lot of wearing the green. We do have St. Patrick's Day coming up, so how many of you claim to be Irish? I think we all have a little bit in us, don't we? And this is the last Sunday of winter. Yay! So I'm excited about that. And so as we bring our energy together and we really feel that vibrancy that we are, know that you make a difference wherever you show up. So through our awareness, as we begin to live and breathe more from a greater awareness of our divinity, your ripple effect is having an impact on everyone around you. And that's what we want to bring to our awareness every week when we come together. So I just am grateful for you and your presence. I wanted you to know that. So as we take a moment to light the candle that reminds us of the divinity that we are, a brilliant light, let us turn within for a moment of prayer. We call forth the awareness that we are divine by nature. And as we do, we open to the possibilities of all life, the infinite potential that is dormant within us, waiting for us to awaken and express it. So as we come forth into each day, let us remember who we are, to stand firm in that awareness. And let us hold that, the possibility of everyone on this planet awakening to their divinity. We send that light to all the world leaders because it is so more important that they, as they lead, are leading from that divine wisdom that taps into how can we create greater good for all beings on this planet. So we see that coming to manifestation. And as we each set that example, we see the light of everyone that we interact with, calling forth their light. Even in their struggle, there's an opportunity for them to find their way through. So we see that for all people. And if there's any place in the world or anyone that you're holding in your heart you know is challenged in life, send them that love right now. Send them that reminder that they are a light, and that light is guiding their way. It always is there. And in a sense of gratitude that we have this gift of presence, we say amen, and so it is.
We want to take a moment now to thank all of you who may be joining us for your first time, in person or online. Thank you for sharing your consciousness and your love with us. If you're here in person, we invite you to pick up a welcome packet at one of our information tables, which contains helpful information about our ministry. We also encourage you to sign our guest book so we know who you are. We affirm and trust that people who come to Unity will feel at home. And as we engage in getting to know each other, we always delight in seeing you here again. Wherever you are on your journey of faith, you are welcome here, for we honor and respect the choices your soul makes on its spiritual journey. Now, to all our newcomers, live streamers, and friends joining us this morning, we want to share our Unity blessing. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity you are. I invite you now, if you're able, to stand and join our song leader. We have Candace Robeck and Annie Lane Ryan and Reverend Megan.
All right, get our energy going. Right here, right now, I'm gonna make a brand new start. Right here, right now, I'm gonna make a change in my heart. Everything I need, I now receive, and it's gonna to me as I believe. Right here, right now, where I am. Right here, right now, I'm gonna make a brand new start. Right here, right now, I'm gonna make a change in my heart. Everything I need, I now receive, and it's done to me as I believe. Right here, right now, where I am. One more time. Right here, right now, I'm gonna make a brand new start. Right here, right now, I'm gonna make a change in my heart. Everything I need, I now receive, and it's done to me as I believe. Right here, right now, where I am. Right here, right now, where I am. One more time. Right here, right now, where I am. All right, give yourselves a hand.
Now is the time to take a brief moment to greet those around you with a Namaste community greeting, and especially reach out to someone you haven't met before. If you're not a hugger, give a Namaste bow or reach out to shake someone's hand. To all present, Namaste, I behold the divinity you are. invite you to find your way back to your seat as we begin to prepare for our next song.
Okay, you can stand or sit. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. Our thoughts are prayers, the tools that we create with. Our thoughts are prayers that Spirit resonates with. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of mindfulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. You may be seated.
The inspirational reading this morning is from the Daily Word from September 29th, 2023. The word is tender. I am tender, meeting life with grace and acceptance. When I touch a flower's petals, I notice their softness and how tender and supple they feel. Yet flowers grow and thrive outdoors, withstanding sunlight, rainfall, and wind. Today, I will be like a flower, growing in the sunshine and bending with the wind and rain. I will be tender, adapting to the world as it changes and growing through my experiences. I am true to myself, living freely and authentically. Like a flower, I bloom and stand tall. I am tender, bending when the storms of life blow me, and reaching for the sky when the sun returns. In my softness, I am strong. In my flexibility, I am resilient. In my tenderness, I grow through even the most challenging circumstances. And the scripture that inspires this, our focus today, blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth, from Matthew 5:5.
Thank you, Anita. That was just right. So as we prepare for our time of prayer and meditation, I invite you to begin to center yourselves, to put anything aside that may be a distraction. Feel your feet on the floor, the back of your seat supporting you. And as we just do a short reprise of our thoughts or prayers, bringing that vibration and energy, and as you're singing it, to think about how I'm shifting from my thoughts into my heart, where my prayers are centered. You can sing with me if you wish. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. Every thought becomes a prayer. So with that in mind, we begin to center in our heart space. Just noticing your breath, breathing you gently. And let the vibration of our prayer bowl that resonates with your heart chakra just open your heart a little more, one breath at a time. Breathing in, I feel the vibration of love breathing me. I notice how it touches me. And breathing out, I release anything and everything that is not one with the vibration of my heart. I breathe out all those things that are no longer useful. Any thoughts that don't align with my Christ nature, my divine mind. And I gently relax even deeper into my heart space. Just following my breath, aligning with the rhythm of my heart, the rhythm of the universe. I completely surrender in this moment. I give myself over to that which we name God, the divinity of all creation. And I affirm it is not I, but the Christ within, the divine within, that does the work, that expresses in and as and through me with each breath. I listen in my heart space so that I might align that wisdom with every thought and every word and every action that I express. Surrendering deeper into the silence of my being, I simply listen, consciously aligning my thoughts, my feelings, my entire soul with the vibration of my divine self, the beauty of my soul. Breathing in, I align myself with a state of peacefulness. And I realize in this moment the wisdom of my heart, any truth that I received, and I sense gratitude as my natural expression. And I bring all this back into my next moment, conscious that in a state of peacefulness I am more aware and receptive to listening, to choosing to make adjustments, to flow into my next moment, ready to receive the blessings of the universe. And so we gently bring our awareness back into this moment in time, to the physical experience of each other, opening our eyes with a sense of gratitude. And so it is. Amen.
Gladly walk across the desert with no shoes upon my feet to share with you the last bite of bread I had to eat. And I would give my heart's desire so that you might see. The first step is to realize that it all begins with you and me. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. And love can build a bridge. And don't you think it's time? And don't you think it's time? I would whisper love so loudly every heart would understand. And love and all in love can join the tribes of men. And I would swim out to save you in your sea of broken dreams. First step is to realize that it all begins with you and me. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. And don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? When we stand together, it's our finest hour. We can do anything, anything. Keep on believing in the power. Between your heart and mine, love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? Yes, I do. Love can build a bridge. Love and all in love between your heart and between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. And don't you think it's time? And don't you think it's time? It's time. Yes, I know it's time.
Thank you.
Stefan, I always love it when you're here. You pick such great songs. And the band is fabulous too, of course. We are so blessed. So today, we continue to take a deep dive into the metaphysics of the Beatitudes, exploring the profound wisdom behind Jesus' teachings in the Sermon on the Mount. We've seen these Beatitudes, as I call them, Beatitudes. They're much like the Eightfold Path of Buddhism or the teachings of the Tao Te Ching, spiritual instructions for inner transformation. They are not passive platitudes, but active principles for living a fulfilled and awakened life. Isn't that what we all want? So we should really pay attention. Our focus today is on the third Beatitude, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth, found in Matthew 5:5. At first glance, many might interpret this as a call to weakness or submission, suggesting that the timid and the passive will somehow take over the world. According to a story in an older newspaper column, there was a man named J. Upton Dixon who is known to be a fun-loving fellow who said he was writing a book entitled Cower Power. He also founded a group of submissive people. It's called Doormats, an acronym that stands for Dependent Organization of Really Meek and Timid Souls if there are no objections. And their motto, the meek shall inherit the earth if that's okay with everybody. Their symbol is the yellow traffic light. Anybody want to join them? Could be fun. So this is the opinion that many people have of meekness. But let's ask ourselves, was Jesus meek in the way that he commonly defined it today? Was he passive, weak, afraid? Absolutely not. Jesus was bold and courageous and unwavering in his truth. So what did he really mean by meek? What is that true meaning of meekness? So we look to the Aramaic, the language that Jesus spoke. And the word for meek, at his time, thousands of years ago, conveys strength under control, flexibility, and openness to divine guidance. Well, that certainly is in conflict with what we thought it was, right? Rocco Errico and Neil Douglas Cloth, scholars of the Aramaic, translate it to be balanced, non-resistant state of mind, one that flows with life rather than against it. I'm liking the way this is going. So that means to offer a new perspective on this teaching, one that empowers rather than disempowers or depletes in practice. Emmett Fox, a colleague of the Fillmores, our co-founders of the Unity Movement, said in his book, The Sermon on the Mount, he explains that meekness is not about being weak, but about being mentally and spiritually receptive. It is the opposite of ego-driven resistance. It is the ability to be humble, teachable, and aligned with the divine flow. So we begin to see why Jesus taught each beatitude in the order that he presented them. The lessons on meekness expands into the first two beatitudes, ways of living our life, that invite us to be teachable and to awaken our heart to the divine. Charles Fillmore, as I said, co-founder of the Unity Movement, defines meek as one who is highly trained to respond to life's challenges with love instead of retaliation, or as an eye for an eye. To be meek is to become a master of our own inner world. I like that, Charles. How about you? Doesn't that sound much more usable, beneficial? So Charles is seeking or suggesting to be meek really represents a state of divine mind, consistent with attracting and experiencing great abundance, as well as experiential joy and health. All the things that are harmonious with the flow that manifests through us when we align with our divinity, that we then receive as divine inheritance. So it is considered a taming of the ego from its aggressive need to control and shift to a more gentle, flexible state of mind, one that allows change and adjusts in the flow. This interpretation invites us into experiencing a deeper benefit of practicing a meek state of mind. So can you now begin to be more receptive to the valuable teaching that this benefit of the Beatitude offers? Of integrating it into our lives, of seeing it as a practice? And then what about this inherit the earth? The thing is, Jesus was not talking about land ownership here. In metaphysical terms, the earth represents our outer reality, our experiences, our relationships, and our manifestations. To inherit the earth means to gain mastery over our human experience and to attract the good that is already ours in divine potential. And in a deeper understanding, inherit may be replaced with a more modern and better understood word, attract. Most popularly recognized in the context of the law of attraction, but can also be considered as the inheritance from God, our divine source, as divine ideas, the substance of creation and life. It's aligning with everything we need. We inherit the wisdom of unlimited potential that finds expression as our good, the things in the physical that we can see, that we can experience, that we desire to enhance our quality of life. This beatitude is really a very powerful prosperity teaching. Well disguised, don't you think? That is why Fox called it literally the key of life, reduced to a single statement. The key of life. So, what is the power of meekness as we can see it in today's world? Let's make it practical. What does it mean to be meek today? We live in a time when loudness and aggression are often mistaken as strength. We see it more often now than ever. All we have to do is listen to the news, listen to the media, see the people that are reacting to fear. Social media is filled with arguments, and the louder someone yells, the more attention they seem to get. In politics, in the workplace, even in families, there is constant struggle for control, a way to feel like I am managing my life so that no one else will get me. But true power is not about force. True power flows like water. Lao Tzu in the Tao Te Ching says, "Nothing in the world is as soft and yielding as water. Yet for dissolving the hard and inflexible, nothing can surpass it. The soft overcomes the hard, the gentle overcomes the rigid." Everyone knows this is true, but few can put it into practice. We must become like the Tao, which literally means the way. So consider that as applied to life experiences, to be the way in each moment. This is the essence of spiritual meekness, a state of being that allows us to move through life's challenges with grace and to be blessed in return. You know, I have found in my own life that the more that I resist, the more exhausted I become. It uses a lot of energy to resist things. But when I surrender to my ego's need to control, which can also be a way of protecting ourselves to feel safe, something shifts when we're willing to do that. By being gentle with myself, I allow healing, insight, and divine flow, opening to invite more of what blesses me as a result. Aren't we all seeking to be blessed, which means to be given something of value, to receive something important? Have you ever experienced a time when you stopped forcing something and suddenly everything fell into place? What you needed, what you desired, it flowed into your reality? That's meekness in action. I haven't really thought about it that way, have you? It's literally attracting our good, You know, Edwene Gaines, in her book, 4 Spiritual Laws of Prosperity, shares one of my favorite go-to stories for attracting abundance, for inheriting the earth. And it's the one about her brother who deeply desired a horse as a child. And instead of worrying about how he was going to get one, or that his parents had said no, he simply lived as if a horse was already his. He took positive action steps as anyone would do if they absolutely knew they were guaranteed to get something, right? If you knew we're going to have a horse, it was already a plan, what would you do? Well, he set up a stall in the barn. He gathered food, a water bucket, a brush, all the things he needed. He prepared for his horse's arrival. And eventually, a neighbor gifted him a young horse. Everyone surprised but him, because he expected it. He absolutely knew he was getting a horse. So how many of us actually live in that level of conviction that something will happen without the evidence already guaranteed? That's what we're being called forth to do. And the same principle applies to an organization in living as if their good is on the way, as we can do in our ministry. This lesson is in perfect timing for our vision casting workshop today. I hope most of you or all of you are going to stay for that. We will be preparing as if anything and everything we need to thrive is already on its way. So I'm really excited to see what we cast into our future. And I think it's important to point out that the one major reason for failure with the practice of law of attraction is due to the fact that the ego of a person's will, when attempting to use the law of attraction, often dwells on where their desires will manifest or materialize from, thereby imposing the same limitations on God's source, our universal intelligence, divine mind, thus failing to recognize and realize our true source of power, that which we name God as our ceaseless creative energy of life. Edwine's brother never concerned himself with where or how he was going to get that horse, just lived as if his desire was absolutely going to happen, and he prepared for it to arrive without doubt, only absolute conviction. Can we live that way intentionally? At least most of the time. You know, he opened to allowing his good to come to him without fear, without force, with a gentle but insistent mental state. He was meek. So like water or the way, we are invited into deeper understanding and meeting, as indwelling to live close to the ground, not head in the clouds. In thinking, keep to the simple, don't complicate things. In conflict, be fair and generous. In governing, allow, don't try to control. In work, do what you enjoy. And in family life, be completely present. When you are content to simply be yourself and don't compare or compete, everybody will respect you in your authenticity. In our authenticity, we live in the moment of allowing. This is the essence of meekness, trusting in divine flow rather than forcing outcomes, living into life as it becomes our reality, as we inherit our abundance. It is waiting for us. So we may then reinterpret this third beatitude as, blissfully happy are those who are like water, totally receptive, for they will receive love and have all they need. Does that resonate with you? We can live with that one. So let's make it practical. How do we make a practical application to cultivate meekness to inherit our good? How do we bring that into our daily lives? Well, the first thing I would offer is to observe yourself without judgment. Throughout this week, practice self-awareness to a greater degree. When faced with conflict, ask yourself these powerful questions. Am I reacting with anger? Am I resisting the flow of life? Am I clinging to control instead of trusting divine order? The second thing is to practice non-resistance. When something doesn't go your way, instead of pushing against it, try flowing with it. Take a breath. Relax the grip. See if something greater is unfolding. As simple as that. And the third thing is to embody the flow of spirit. Like water, be flexible and open. When feeling overwhelmed, stop and breathe deeply. Feel the tightness within you loosen up through your breath. The best tool we have, we're born with it. Visualize yourself standing in a flowing river and then allowing spirit to carry you, allowing the gentle flow to guide you to your inheritance, your abundance, your wealth of divine ideas within. We can sum up this powerful lesson, the Beatitude of Meekness, in a beautiful statement of insight by Unity minister and author Eric Butterworth from the pages of his book, another classic we should all have in our library, Discover the Power Within You. He said, realize that the great source of wisdom is intuition. The great source of vision is insight. The great source of power is innate spiritual power. Work diligently to get this consciousness of meekness, which is the taming or harnessing of our inner potential, and you will become a master in your field. You will inherit the earth. Butterworth reduces this teaching into a beatitude affirmation that I want to invite you to say with me. On the screen, any moment. There we go. All right, say with me. I am in tune with God. That which is God-inspired and God-directed shall prevail. Let's say it again with lots of energy. I am in tune with God. That which is God-inspired and God-directed shall prevail. Breathe that in. This is the same thing as saying, it is not I, but the divine within that does the work. We are aligning with the wisdom within us that guides our way. This is the key to allowing divine abundance to flow effortlessly into our lives. So, I offer you a final blessing for today. Go forth this week with quiet strength of meekness. Trust in divine flow. Allow spirit to lead. And as you do, you will inherit your good, manifesting the peace, prosperity, and joy that are already yours by divine inheritance. And we claim it as it is. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Megan. At this time, we'd like to invite our ushers forward in preparation for the offering. Stephen Plummer will bless us with another song. This is the time in our service where we have the opportunity to share our financial blessings with this community in the prosperity law of giving and receiving. There are many easy ways to do so. Go to our website and click the donate button to discover the many easy ways you can securely give. We encourage you to consider setting up your consistent, intentional giving as a weekly or monthly automatic gift so it will never be missed. Contact our office if you have questions on how. If you intend to give here in person, there are offering envelopes in the backs of the pews for your convenience. Please drop your envelope or gift into the offering plate as it's passed down your row. If you've signed up to send a recurring gift to Unity of South Sound, we invite you to place the green blessing card that is in the holder in front of your seat into the offering plate as it goes by. This offers a tangible representation of your recurring donation to Unity of South Sound so that you may consciously join us in blessing your gift. Whichever way you offer your financial blessings, we hold these gifts in this moment in our hands and in our hearts and affirm together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am in perfect balance and flow with the universal tides of giving and receiving, and we are truly blessed. Amen.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hand, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. You're a blessing to the world. We're a blessing to the world.
Thank you. We would like to bring your attention to some of our upcoming events and activities that you will not want to miss out on. Of course, you can always stay up to date on all of our exciting events and important information if you subscribe to our weekly e-news on our website. It comes straight to your inbox every Thursday. Today is Prayer Chaplain Sunday, and we have Prayer Chaplain Barbara Baumel to pray with you after the service. If you have a prayer on your heart, please visit the vestibule to the side of the sanctuary. And if the door is closed, we ask that you wait for Barbara to come out and greet you so that we can maintain the privacy for those who are praying. We also request that you wear a provided mask while we pray in the vestibule. Our LGBTQIA+ Spiritual Connection Group will be meeting today from 1 to 2:30 p.m. in the Fireside Room. If you align with this group, bring a friend and join us to be part of this empowering gathering that is creating a vibrant, affirming, inclusive, and spiritually enriching community. Happening today after our service from 12 to 2 p.m. with a baked potato bar lunch provided by our youth and family ministry team before we get started. This is a workshop for the whole community, so we will engage in powerful vision casting process designed to set in motion proactive prosperity funding events and programming to support a prosperous future for our ministry. Let's co-create together. A donation is accepted at the event to cover the lunch cost and workshop expenses, and everyone is welcome. Please stay for this important gathering to vision our future and claim our abundance. Save the date, Create Joy is the theme for this year's Women's Retreat, which will be held at the Gwenwood Retreat Center in Lacey the weekend of May 2nd through 4th. Take this opportunity for personal spiritual growth, relaxation, sisterhood, creativity, and fun. Online registration and payment must be received by April 17th. The cost is $250 with an added charge of $20 for vegan, gluten-free, or dairy-free diets. And you can contact Jennifer Richardson at office@unityofsouthsound.org with questions, or you can visit the information table. Our garden angels are hard at work, making our grounds beautiful, and they need your help. Please consider donating items for their wish list to support their effort. Every contribution makes a difference and helps our garden flourish. Their next gathering is this coming Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Join the team and bring your tools. We thank you for your service and your generosity.
I need to correct that. It was yesterday, so the next one will be the first Saturday in April.
Okay, the next one is the first Saturday in April. Oh, okay. Yesterday was a weather rainout, so it will be next Saturday. It will be rescheduled for this coming Saturday, 11 to 1. And you can contact LaDonna if you have any questions. Next week, Reverend Michael Brooks will be filling in for Reverend Megan while she gathers with our prayer chaplains at their annual training retreat. He will continue our spiritual exploration of the Beatitudes with the next lesson on Blessed are those who hunger and thirst. So plan to attend next Sunday so you won't miss out on our special guest speaker. And exciting news, we're launching our new Unity of South Sound membership directory through the Breeze Ministry Management System, and we need your help to make it a success. Please check your email this week for an invitation to set up your membership directory account. By doing so, you'll be able to stay connected with our community, each other, and enjoy all the benefits of our new system, like being able to update your contact information directly and check on your donation records. If you are not a member, don't worry, we have not forgotten about you. We are rolling out the Breeze system in stages, so it will be your turn as non-member community members next week, and it's another reason to make sure you sign up for the e-blast. So if you have any questions, you can email them to office@unityofsouthsound.org. And there will also be setup assistance available in the information table on Sunday. So again, check the information table for all the fun things, and our Sunday service coordinator staff will be there to assist you. And now we'll welcome in our children. Let's bless our wonderful children. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity you are. Hi. So, want to welcome up grandparents, and before we close with our prayer for protection and our peace song, we invite you to join us in Wesley Hall for delicious baked potatoes. And don't forget to check those information tables. So now let's stand as you're able and turn to the center aisle so that we can join in our prayer for protection, leading into our peace song, sending peace to the entire world.
Together, The light of God surrounds us. I am the light. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love. The power of God protects us. I am the power. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever God is, I am. And we are one. I'm gonna go over here. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, then we all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous song. To take each moment and live each moment in peace and harmony. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. See you soon. Have a great week.